Hey Taurus, Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be your monthly intuitive messages for the sign of Taurus. Keep in mind these are timeless in general, and please use your discernment. As again, I am reading for a lot of people. Also, keep in mind. Thank you. I was like, I was on track. It's late. It's late over here. I do get channel messages, Taurus, especially if you're new and like you don't really know how I read or you're not familiar with like my readings. And sometimes the channel messages are just confirmations you need to hear. They don't always pertain to the reading. Like sometimes I get weird food things that come through, for example, right? Taurus, I want to get into this. Keep in mind, we are in Scorpio season as I'm recording, even if you're catching this later, okay? And if you have any strong Taurus placements, which I assume you do because you're here watching Taurus, keep in mind some of those scorpionic placements, since we're in Scorpio season, are opposing your Taurus placements. Okay. I felt the need to say this because as I got into your energy, I just saw red, which isn't bad in and of itself, but it's like, oh, like sometimes you know what they say with bulls, like bulls just see red or they're attracted to red or it makes that right. I don't think this is bad per se. I think there's just something serious going on. Is just what I'm gathering. Red is also the root chakra. It's grounding, it's safety, it's also passion. It's also the color of like life and vitality in some way, shape, or form, right? I just I just can't shake the feeling that something is going on that's serious and has your attention and has your focus and has you feeling some kind of way about it. Not necessarily emotional, maybe, but just like serious and focused. Okay. So let's get into this. I'm using the Wild Unknown Pocket Archetype deck by Kim Kranz. All the decks that I use are linked below for your convenience, okay? Taurus. Any messages or insights for Taurus at this time? Any messages or insights for Taurus at this time? The Sword. Oh, that says a lot, doesn't it? With this card, I'm also drawn to like the four elements, the four directions, the four different depictions. The lightning bolt is really catching my attention too. You may be going through a words tower moment. Look, storm on the bottom, and look, a lightning bolt. Yeah, Taurus, something is going on, and it's just serious. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared about. The sword can come in a lot of flavors, right? Because sword as a symbol in the spiritual community or in different thought forms can be a symbol or message of forging something, destroying, severing something. It's also the symbol of logic, of the mind, of intellect, of alignment as well. The sword comes in a lot of flavors, and I do feel like whatever's going on, you do have control over how you navigate it. And I feel like that's the power here with the sword with you. You wield the sword and you get to dictate what happens next. That's how it wants to be said. Interesting. You get to say what happens next, tourist. Tourist? Maybe you're a tourist. I don't know. You get to say what happens next. You have the power, so wield it. Do something with it. Taurus, any messages or insights for... No? Okay. Any messages or insights for Taurus, please? Ooh. Well, the healer wanted to come out for you. I'm also being drawn to all the hot colors. I remember with you, I saw red. And it's like the hot colors are really making themselves known here. I feel like whatever this is that's happening, while it's serious and you get to dictate what happens next, how do I want to say this? I just feel like it's really pushing you. It's pushing you. The healer card is also emphasizing that, oh yeah, thank you. This is a defining moment for some of you, is what I'm gathering. Yeah, this is a defining moment. And I feel like however you navigate this can offer you healing of some kind here, okay? Even the way you wield the sword, it's almost like, yes, you hold the power, you know that, but there's something else here. Hold on, it's like right at the tip of my tongue. It's right at the tip of my tongue. You have the power to also make this right. Thank you. Thank you. You also have the power to make this right. You have the power to restore the balance. For some of you, this could be a situation where other people are affected, not just you, like maybe a partner, a child, coworkers, that sort of thing. You have the power to make it right, not just for you, but other people involved. You have the power for this to be a healing moment, not just for you, but for other people involved. What's happening, Taurus? Can I get another card for Taurus, please? Interesting, because they were showing me the Clover card from the Lenormand deck that I have, and the Clover card is actually a card of, like, fate and luck, but I was getting a sense of timing with that, and then we have Kairos, which is the card of time. Why is time a factor? Why is time a factor for Taurus here? Why is time a factor? I'm getting two things with that. It's like I am getting this like ripple of time, like a bit of a Six of Cups energy. Like whatever's happening in this present moment, however you decide to wield your own power to navigate it, it affects you, it affects other people. But I also feel like it's addressing something from the past that maybe has been unresolved. Okay. So some of you that's the case where it's like healing like a long time wound, if you will. All right. But I'm also feeling a window of time. Can I get one more card to clarify Kairos for Taurus? Oh, well, that says a lot. Yeah, the eternal child. Whatever this defining moment is, Taurus, you have the power to address something that has affected your inner child for a long time, has affected your ability 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 to enjoy the like open curiosity of childlike energy, of childlike wonder that we all possess. We just kind of forget it along the way, right? Even the word eternal with the card of time, right? It's like it really, I feel like there's a lot of themes playing on the concept of time being all one existing moment or even being linear, right? This defining moment puts you in the power seat, you in the driver's seat to heal some long-standing wounds and patterns. And I want to say not just for yourself, but even for other people. We also have the ring. It was catching my attention. We have the ring at the bottom, which is devotion and commitment. Okay. Some of you are doing something for your family. This feels so serious, Taurus. Like, well, the other readings were not like this. The other readings were more like, ooh, and this is like, Uh, it's it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and get some other cards to clarify here or to get deeper into the reading. Um, defining moment. I'm just trying to feel out what deck wants to come out here for you. We're going to start with animals. Let's see where that takes us. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, also by Kim Kranz. She's amazing like that. Okay. For Taurus, any other messages or insights for Taurus? Yes, feels so serious. Any other messages or insights for Taurus at this time? So they're showing me a hippo. There is no hippo in this deck. Hippo as an animal medicine, it's actually very like mother oriented. But it's also protective and assertive, but it has an association with the mother, the feminine, I should say. Just wanted to be mentioned. Okay. Oh, Taurus, this I keep hearing defining moment, defining moment, defining moment. Who are you going to be? Oh my God. Taurus, what the heck is happening? So this is the root chakra, which I was getting red and root with you. So not surprising this came out. The Phoenix card does represent a Phoenix rising, even a Kundalini rising, like rising from the ashes, rebirth, that sort of deal. Very much akin to a healing sort of experience as well. But what kind of person are you going to be in this moment? Like that's what's coming up. And this is why it's a defining moment for you, Taurus, because it's a moment where you're faced with something that maybe you have really struggled in the past, even maybe even other lives, to actually rise to the occasion, to actually be victorious or to do the thing that needs to be done. It just feels hard. I can't lie. Like it just feels hard. Like it feels like the final hours and overtime at like the championship game is like how it's feeling. Like, who are you going to be? Here's the moment. Here's the moment. Here is your moment. Are you going to be the person you want to be? Or are you going to continue to not rise to the occasion and do what needs to be done? Like, that's how it's coming across. I know, so serious. So serious. Phoenix being here, yes, it's the defining moment, but I do feel like it's an indication that you're going to rise to the occasion here in this defining moment, and you're going to take advantage of this defining moment. Oh, I didn't even see that. This is like not secured, so I got to be careful with it. I did not see that at the bottom. Elk coming out. Even though elk is earth, there's also some fire going on. We've got eclipse energy going on in there. Something about the eclipse season could be coming up for you at this time. And all the red and black, right? Like, oh, fire is like big for you right now. Elk is very Taurian to me personally. Like, elk is divine masculine principle in this deck. It's the father archetype in this deck, the ultimate provider, protector, consistent, stable. Everybody looks to the elk. The elk takes care of everybody. Like, it's very like masculine, right? Masculine father here to do the thing and very reliable. It does feel like this is a moment for you to embody the elk, to stand up and do what has to be done, to take advantage of this defining moment and do the thing you couldn't do before. Do the thing you've always found difficult to do. Be the person you found difficult to be, even though this is about you. Some of it is just about protecting your inner child. But I do feel like a lot of you, there's other people affected by this. Let's go ahead and keep going. It definitely has that feeling of like parent protecting the cubs a little bit, or baby elk. I don't know. Fawn. That's what they're called, right? Fawn. Anyway, any other messages or insights for Taurus? Wow. More chakra cards. Dragon coming out. A lot of Taurians I know do have strong, Taurians and Geminis have strong connections to dragon energy, Draco constellation. But dragon is solar plexus. So again, those hot colors, yellow, orange, red, solar, sacral, root. We now have solar and root. Sacral is the only one that's missing here. Dragon in this deck is all about seeing through the veil of the ego. It's seeing through to truth. I'm hearing mana, true essence, truth, your true power, your true capability. The eye may also be a very important symbol for you. Some of you have angelics that you're working with. Some of you use eye symbology for sigils and protection and things of that nature. But I feel like you're seeing this moment and you're like, this is it. Oh shit, this is it. This is the moment. And it's up to you to decide if you're going to let it be your moment. If you're going to do what's got to be done. We have Firefly. Firefly is a catalytic energy. It's also a burst of vitality and inspiration, and it's fleeting. This also, I think, is really highlighting how much of a moment this truly is, because you're either going to take advantage of the Firefly or not. Even in the book, it explicitly says that. It says take advantage of the Firefly energy because it's fleeting and it will go away. It is temporary, but you can like make miracles out of it, essentially. Taurus, this is a moment, okay? My goodness, this is a moment, and you see it and you know it. And there's just seconds on the clock left. Jeez. So serious. My heart's starting to like race a little bit in your energy. This is crazy. Where are we at? 14 minutes? Okay. I know, I feel like I'm like need to calm down. Let's get some fae for you. Let's get some fae for you. By the way, there's going to be a part. Oh, by the way, there's going to be a part 2 for this reading, linked below through Vimeo and through Patreon. Okay. Okay. For Taurus. Excuse me. Interesting. Epona's wild daughter. Epona's wild daughter has a bit of a moon like energy, lunar energy. Again, a little bit more like referencing to the feminine going on here. She shows us information and insights in the way that we do with the through the moon here. I'm feeling like emotion behind Epona's wild daughter. I said fawn earlier. Fawn. Yeah, there's definitely like a guardian, child, little ones, parent kind of like theme going on here, even if it's all like within yourself, right? Like again, protecting your inner child or protecting children or whatever. Definitely some of that going on here. Let me sit with this. There's something. There's something emotional with Epona's wild daughter, but I'm also feeling daring, like a dare, like she's daring you. Like she's daring you. She's very quiet though. Let me get a second card. Can I get a second card with Epona's wild daughter for Taurus and Phoenix? She of the Kruak, the feminine principle. Yeah, as I knew I felt that like feminine kind of energy. She's daring you. She's daring you. She's daring you. It's interesting too because she of the Kruak is all about receiving. But like with all this referencing of this is your moment, this is your moment, this is your moment, I keep feeling like you're supposed to take action. But she's daring you to receive. But she's daring you to receive. Maybe to receive the moment. We're going to get more clarification on that as we get deeper into the reading, but let's move on. We'll come back to that with tarot cards. Let's get to the dragon. Tell me about the dragon for Taurus. Didn't expect that. The soul shrinker with the energy of 55. The soul shrinker is how it sounds. It's about toxic, venomous words, thoughts, or behavior of yourself or other people that sucks away life and mana. Mana keeps coming up here for you too, Taurus. For those who don't know what mana is like your chi. It's like your life force, right? And it sits in your solar. This is doubt. This is doubt. Some of you, this is someone who's also in your environment that you need to deal with, okay? But this just feels like a big source of doubt. And I think definitely there's a need to overcome that, address that, and maybe that's part of the defining moment, not letting that get in the way. Tell me more about dragon. Tell me more about dragon for Taurus. Communication. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Taurus. This is about not letting the soul shrinker get in the way here. Okay, so again, soul shrinker is just a toxic or venomous thought, words, or action on behalf of you or someone else, but it gets in the way. It takes away mana, it takes away life, okay? And with that, coming with the Arvel the Parrot, a communication card, I feel like it's almost like sucking away the ability to speak up, sucking away the ability to say something. And this is all circulating around your solar, around your sense of power and ability to do something. But this is your defining moment. And I feel like that's exactly what this is for you. This is your defining moment to not let the soul shrinker get in the way and for you to say what needs to be said or do what needs to be done. Okay. It's falling on you. Cause like I also feel like for a good amount of you, it's almost like you're responsible for other people in this as well. Like people that are on your team or that you work with or your kids or your family or your friends, or maybe this is even just like a social justice thing. But in doing this, it's also very healing for you and your inner child and even for other people. Are you going to do something? Are you going to say something? Firefly, the catalyst. They're giving me other like ways to explain this energy in this reading. The catalyst, the rush of adrenaline, the moment the feet start to move and you run to lift the bus off a person, right? It's like that's like literally how they're explaining it to me. Yeah, you're just a superhero in this reading, Taurus. You're a superhero. Tell me about Firefly for Taurus. Tell me about Firefly for Taurus. I hate when the cards explode like that. Am I taking any of these? No. Okay. All right. So give me one card. List of the Shadows, which I love. In the deck, she's described as like a social worker kind of energy, like that she hangs out in dark places where the forgotten are left behind and she helps them. That's List of the Shadows. You can also see she's like breaking through the darkness, right? She's very much a a selfless, very caring, very empathic, kind of hero-like, right? To those who need the most help. This is you being a hero. I got to be honest. We also have Singer of Chalice. Oh, sorry. I'm trying so hard to knock this microphone over. We also have Singer of Chalice, which is like an Ace of Cups energy. Ooh. Underneath that, we have, oh my God, sorry. Underneath that, we have the Singer of Courage. List of the Shadows, goes where others doesn't, does what others won't do. So I'm going to say that again. She goes to the places others won't, and she does what other people won't do. All in the name of service and all in the name of what's right. This is what you're inspired to do here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like social work or social justice or protesting or whatever. Or just helping someone that like, really needs help or, but it's all starting with you seeing that this is the moment to stand up and do something or say something. I'm like, now my throat's getting all like, meh. Yeah. Let's get one more card. Can I get one more for Firefly? Sylvanius, the Mask of Truth. Putting the mask on or taking the mask off, but it's the Mask of Truth. Yeah, we're starting to get circular here, but it's pretty clear here, Taurus. It's pretty clear. This is a defining moment for you to do what others won't, go where others won't, say what others won't. It's your moment. And you can either do it or not. Some of you, this is standing up to someone who's personal to you or intimate to you. That just wanted to be said. All right, let's get some tarot cards out here. And then in part 2, we're going to go deeper. Okay. One more. Okay. We're going to look at Phoenix, Epona's wild daughter, and She of the Kruak. Again, I feel like you're getting dared here to receive, which is like so interesting. Like daring you to receive, daring you to trust. I think the tarot cards are going to bring more clarity here. There's something very moon-like about this, where I'm like, just very like Neptunian moon, watery kind of a vibe. Okay, anyway. Phoenix and thank you. Well, 7 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. Well, that kind of screams confusion, doesn't it? 7 of Cups can be options. It could be fantasy, daydreams. It can even be like delusions or illusions, overwhelm. It's scorpionic energy. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is about balance and making decisions. I think that's also why it feels so moon-like and Neptune-like, because something about it does feel foggy for you, not super clear for you, kind of confusing for you. But this is why Epona's wild daughter is daring you. Oh, my throat, sorry. I'm hearing position. Whatever position you're starting in before this is this before this happens? No, it's during. It's during. Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. So whatever happens, they're not even showing the tower card. It doesn't seem to matter exactly what the event is. But whenever the moment gets triggered, you kind of have this feeling come over you. Feels a little shocking, a little overwhelming, and definitely, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And almost like it takes you a minute to recognize that this is your moment. Can I get another card here? Can I get one card? Just one. Oh. Two of Cups. So there is another person wrapped up in this, and that's what I was feeling anyway. And I was also feeling that like your decision of how you navigate this affects other people. It's your time to receive too. Receiving seems to be key in how you navigate this, but so does taking action. So it's like really interesting. Maybe you need someone's help in order to do this. It's almost like receiving the Two of Cups is part of what makes this a defining moment. Like you receive the Two of Cups, you receive somebody, and then in receiving them, it opens the door for you to rise to the occasion. Like you can't rise to the occasion without receiving this person, is how this is coming across. And Epona is daring you. Some of you work with Epona, the deity Epona. This is such an interesting reading, Taurus. You got to tell me what's going on for whoever this is for. Yeah, you have to receive the Two of Cups in order to actually have the opportunity to rise to the occasion. Otherwise, it won't be a defining moment. Receiving the Two of Cups makes this a defining moment for you to rise to the occasion. Interesting. Let's move on to Dragon with Soul Shrinker and Arvel Parrot. Hold on, I need water. My throat is like really unhappy in your energy right now. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's do it. Dragon, Arvel Parrot, Soul Shrinker for Taurus. Oh, jeez. Okay. Four of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. The 4 and the 7 indicate that there's a 3 of Swords energy here. When we go into the 4 of Swords, it's usually to reflect on the 3. Excuse me, to gain some healing, to gain some insight, and to gain some truth. But here, to be honest with you, it feels like avoidance. It does. It feels like avoidance. Around the 10 of Pentacles, even. So 10 of Pentacles can indicate this is happening at work. This is happening in your family. This is happening in your home. Again, some of you, this is like more like social justice sort of vibes here, okay? But it just feels like you're used to avoiding the problem, is what I'm gathering. And the problem is coming through the Seven of Swords. This is something you've definitely encountered before or have had to deal with before. And I already picked up on that, right? Because it's like, no, this is your moment to do it different. This is your moment to do what you haven't done or what other people haven't done, to say what hasn't been said, especially if this is like in a family situation here. But yeah, the Seven of Swords is the actual problem. That's the actual issue. Almost want to say like the storm that came through earlier. It's the Seven of Swords. You're used to ignoring this. You're used to avoiding this. But you can't anymore. You can't. You can't anymore. And again, the 3 of swords that's created, the 3 of swords has been here, okay? Because the 3 is making up the 4 and the 7, right? So this problem, again, it's not new, or this issue is not new, and it's already made you uncomfortable. It's already created tension in the past, and you've kind of been carrying that around, and you go into the 4 of swords to actually just avoid it. Maybe some of you have tried to address it inside of yourself, but the true dealing with it is rising to the occasion to actually handle it, to actually make it stop. Some of you, it's a person. Because 7 of swords can be secrecy, treachery, sabotage, the thing that happens in the night. Yeah. It's a persistent, how do I want to say? It's a persistent, intentional problem. Like there's intent behind it. Like it's not from ignorance. It's not because someone hasn't done, their healing. I want to say it's like intentional harm or intentional malice. Feels almost abusive for some of you. This is your moment. And with the 10 of Pentacles, again, it could also affect other people. All right, let's move on to Firefly, List of the Shadows, and Sylvanius. Remember, and also keep in mind, because I just had this vibe come over me, keep in mind that this can be about someone you know. It doesn't have to be you, okay? I'm reading general energy for Taurus. Like, that's a lot of people, right? And it can be reversed or vice versa. Anyway, this is the realization, the seeing the truth that, and getting the inspiration, right? Having this catalyst or a catalytic moment of, I need to do what hasn't been done. I need to go where others haven't. I need to say what others have not. All right? Okay. Tell me about Firefly, List of the Shadows, and Sylvanius. Illumination, new beginnings with the sun. Can I get one more for Taurus? Can I get one more? Oh, that's too many. That's too many. That's too many. Can I get one more for Taurus, please? 3 of Wands, we like that. That's looking to the future and to new horizons, to better days. Yeah, I feel like it's really emphasizing this moment of realization of this defining moment and what makes it a defining moment and how to really rise to the occasion in the defining moment gives you a whole new experience. And I want to say optimistic as well about what could be different or what comes after this, what comes into the future. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Taurus, this is a very interesting reading. We're going to go into part 2, and I'm going to get deeper into this 2 of Cups energy because, like, whoever this 2 of Cups is, they seem to be pretty essential for you to, like, take advantage of this defining moment and also be done with this pattern, this avoidance. Okay? Okay. All right, Taurus, I'm going to hop over there. If this is where we depart, I hope you enjoyed this reading and I hope you found it useful and helpful and supportive. And I will see you later. And if you're joining me, I will see you in a couple seconds. Okay? All right. Bye, Taurus. Take care.